Greetings, everyone, and I welcome you all back to even more of my adventures in Valkyria Chronicles. Once again, guys, I managed to squeeze an extra time in doing some recording as the way to relax my a little bit from the studying I have to perform during this week. So, since I currently do not have a lot of time to afford at this point, let us proceed straight from where we started. And yeah, there was an additional skirmish of pretty much the map we have beaten, like our very first combat mission. But you know, I think I will save those for myself, like in terms of training and raising funds. Like maybe if I would have some time, I would might give it a go on the recording part, but I think right now we should better proceed with the actual story. So let's see what we are currently having, and this one is actually really short in terms of the episode numbers. I'm actually surprised. Like the cutscene, I mean.
Thanks in part to Squad 7, the Great Vassal Bridge is back in our hands. That pushed the front line back, forcing the Empire to gather forces in central Gallia.
Does this mean we're headed that way as well?
The army will take that front. Meanwhile, the militia will head south. Our next target is here, in the Cloden area.
The Cloden Wildwood. I was there last summer taking soil samples. It's a dense forest with plenty of hills and valleys. It's hard to get around in there.
What's our strategic objective there, Captain?
The Empire has set up a supply base there to fuel their invasion of central Gallia.
I see. So if we seize the supply base, we cut off the flow of supplies moving north.
Precisely. The 3rd Regiment's objective is to take that base. All squads are to prepare for woodland combat and await orders. Good luck. Dismissed.
Woodland combat? What a nightmare.
So now we'll be fighting in the woods, which I think, well, that's what I assume, but that's where scouts and snipers will take their toll.
What do you mean?
The woods dull your sense of direction, and poor roads make for slow advances. This'll be our toughest operation yet.
Maybe so, but deeper in the woods you have a better chance of spotting rare foliage. There's one kind of insectivorous plant in Cloden called the moondew that can suck a...
All right, I get it. You really do have a one-track mind, you know that?
I'm saying nature isn't just a burden. We might find the key to victory in the woods.
All right. I'll keep a lookout for your key while I'm slogging along. Hopefully your plant won't have eaten it.
Oh dear. That's a lot of tanks.
Gallia's mongrels have reclaimed Vassal Bridge. Are the men of our defensive units cowards? This loss is a stain on the Emperor's honor. Useless fools.
I hear the enemy crossed the river in tanks. And whoever's leading them is no fool.
On the contrary, this was a fluke. These are peasants, nothing more. Peasants and barbarians. How could they be anything else?
If birthright is all it takes to win a battle, you must find war so very boring.
The issue here is Gallia's resistance and how to end it, swiftly and decisively.
Exactly. They'll use their victory at Vassal Bridge as footing for a counterstrike in central Gallia.
How shall we proceed? What says your grace?
We will extinguish these flames. Our course is clear. The Gallian army must be crushed. We will require reinforcements. They will be sent to Central Gallia. Now then, the route of supply through Cloden has to be made unshakable. Gregor, see to a restructuring of our central forces. Then you will continue to press northward.
Sir.
We will head to Barius. Selvaria, be so kind as to accompany us there.
With pleasure. And to the ends of the earth, your grace.
The Cloden Basin supply lines. See to them, Jaeger. They need protecting. Gallia may have already dispatched troops to the south. Therefore, make haste to Cloden.
Of course. Leave it to me, Your Grace.
Well, one thing for sure, they are no fools. That's I noticed, and that actually might be a surprise for us. Honestly, that makes me a little bit concerned. So let's see how it's going on. Now it's heating up, actually.
What are we doing? Remind me, whose idea was it to come out here anyway? Enough with the trees already.
You could say that again. Woods are so thick you can't tell up from down with these trees.
Here we go.
Hey, great. What did he find? A map in the dirt?
Alicia, hold on to these for me, will you?
Sure, Welkin. What are these? Some kind of nuts?
No. Actually, they're long-beard goat droppings.
Ah! Gross! You made me hold poo? Are you crazy? Ugh! Hey, Welks. Did you find something useful?
Come here. Take a look at this.
The grass has been trampled down, looks like. What's the deal with that?
An animal trail. With any luck, this could be our way out. Animals have a natural instinct to find the most efficient path. That's why the grass is trampled down. They snap off the branches, they eat the grass. As a result, they clear a perfect trail.
So if we make like goats and follow it, the path will take us through.
The enemy supply base should be nearby. This is where we'll start our operation.
Well, that's interesting how they actually managed to turn this little comedic part in the actual useful strategic point. And it looks like some kind of pig with the wings. Like, that's what I saw from the like faded screen.
La la.
Yeah, please no.
That's really nice, Rosie. What song is that? It's so pretty.
Oh, just a song I sang back in the day.
Oh, you used to be a singer? I didn't know that.
Ha! You paint a much prettier picture than it was. I used to sing at a bar in my town.
Still, that song was really pretty. I'd love to hear the whole thing sometime.
Maybe I'll put on a little show one of these days.
We're not alone here. I'll go investigate. Put your hands in the air!
Mike?
Porcavian? Really?
It's... a pig? It looks like a Porcavian piglet.
Porcavian piglet. Okay.
What's your story? Get separated from your mom?
I'll take a look further in.
Well, what did you find?
There must have been a skirmish here. It looks like a stray bullet hit his mother.
Even all the way out here, the war's still claiming lives.
You lost your family too, huh, little guy? Left all alone.
Well, Alicia, does he want to come with us?
What? Can we?
We're the militia. Every Gallian has the right to join.
You hear that? As of today, you're a member of Squad 7, little guy.
Mike? Mike!
He loves it. Okay, now that looks like a mission. So, before we proceed with the saving, let me actually see if anything new is added. I want to know if it is based on the combat or
Hello,
end of the chapter. So, like, just watching cutscenes won't unlock you anything new. You actually have to finish the mission. Yeah, looks like my assumption is right on the money.
Come back!
Well, at any rate, let us save and we will go with the mission, and it really looks like I'll have to rely on scouts and snipers on this mission, especially who are child of the nature.
Here is a brief on the task at hand.
Okay, now once again listen carefully. I hope there are not many tanks, or so I won't oversupply my guys. Okay, so the forest area, and so we have like two passes. Enemy supply base is located at the east end of this woods, tucked behind a tight defense line. Your squad will sweep in and attack from west to capture it and cut their lifeline. I suggest you hit the base head-on with your tank while foot soldiers take a north path behind the enemy back. I see. Your objective is occupation of enemy base camp. Tread careful, I suspect they planted mines across the area leading in the base. You should be able to see them, but be careful. Accidentally Okay. Engineer can dismantle landmine by approaching it. Okay, so it's snipers, scouts, and engineers. And please tell me how many tanks are there. Also remember that tank can roll over land without sustaining damage. Foot soldiers can walk on the larger anti-tank mines unharmed, but tank will take threat damage. We've heard the word that enemy backup is approaching even now. Get out here and claim that base fast. So we need at least one scout in each area. I think I might need an actual engineer here. Okay, so you are not for this mission. So you will be accompanying him. I'll take one of the shock troopers to for protection. I really think do I want to? Like, I have a tank here. Yeah, I'll go with that. But on here, like, I definitely need scout. I'll take Rosie. Well, you're definitely... Yeah, looks like since you are the meadow bred, you will be our sniper here. And since you are the child of nature, okay, let's proceed with that setup.
Now, let's begin the operation. I'm confident victory is within reach.
The enemy's supply base is through these woods. Squad 7, move out! The tank will follow the road to the south. Team 2, take the trail to the base.
All right, listen up and I'll explain.
Team attacks. Sometimes when units near allies attack, those allies will join in with supporting fire. In your squad, each has specific other member they especially like as well. I see, that's where the likes are coming. Teaming up with those units will result in exceptionally powerful attack. Staging a team attack against crouching enemies can be a smart way to defeat them. However, bunching up for team attacks can leave your soldiers open to powerful from grenades and mortars. Know when to group up for offense and when to stay spread out for defense.